Which one is better? Of course, the only oatmeal that is definitely better is the whole wheat oatmeal, which takes 20 to 40 minutes to boil. In general, whole grain cereals are a healthier food than processed ones. What do we do sports for? For health and beauty, of course. But the problem is that sometimes we make such mistakes that we prevent ourselves from achieving it. And mistakes are made not only by beginners, but also by experienced people. In this video, I've collected the main mistakes that we often make after training, which you should definitely know and avoid. So watch the video till the end. It will be very interesting and useful. By the way, friends, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell too. Do not miss my news. Mistake number 1. We don't do warm-ups. All of us have heard about the warm-up, but after a workout few people do it. And by the way, you need it to smoothly move from a stressful state to the usual relaxed mode. The thing is that the abrupt interruption of an intense workout can lead to malfunctions of the cardiorespiratory system and muscle fibers. That is, in simple terms, you need to gradually move away from a heavy load, more smoothly and moderately. Thus, if you were running fast, you need to slow down your running gently first, and then switch to walking. And it is certainly a disastrous mistake when people sit down instantly after a run to rest. You can't do that. And if you work out in the gym, for example, with trainers or with the chin-ups, the best thing to do after your workout is to walk around. Generally speaking, you need to walk between approaches too. But after the workout, to calm your cardiovascular system and respiratory system, you also need to walk around for 5 to 10 minutes. Let's move on. The next mistake that people often make after a workout is going to the sauna or a bath. This is a very bad idea. Never do this. Generally speaking, going to the sauna is not recommended. It's not healthy. There is a myth that it is beneficial. In fact, it is not. Speaking of which, taking a hot bath is not good for you either. It can be good for your nervous system, but for the internal organs, it's a disaster. So back to the sauna after a workout. After a lot of physical stress, your body is overwhelmed. If you go to the sauna, it's a very strong strain on your internal organs, and it can even cause hormonal failure. Moreover, it is a very strong strain on your cardiovascular system. Moving on, the next mistake is a sudden drop in temperature. That is, for example, we worked out in a warm gym, and we went outside and it was cold. You didn't dress warmly. You just threw on a little jacket. It's very stressful for the immune system. In fact, intensive training is also a great stress for the immune system. And so, if after the gym, you run straight out into the street, throwing on a light jacket that doesn't even warm you up, it doesn't cost anything to get sick. The next mistake we often make is not doing stretches after a workout. There's another mistake people make when they do stretching before a workout. So any stretching exercises should not be done before, on the cold muscles, but after the workout. That is, on warm muscles that are tired and need to rest. Because first of all, you can't stretch on a cold muscle. It's very traumatic. And secondly, stretching always leads to muscle relaxation. So only after training. And why do you need to do it? For 2 reasons. First, it improves recovery. And secondly, it serves as injury prevention. Because more flexible muscles and tendons are less likely to be prone to injury. Moving on. The next mistake is not eating after a workout. Of course, workouts come in many forms. They can be for the development of muscle mass, or conversely, for weight loss. And those people who lose weight have this notion that you can't eat for a few hours after a workout. Because, supposedly, if you ate after your workout, all the calories you burned will go straight into your subcutaneous fat. Well, that's not true. If you're losing weight, the main and decisive indicator is your daily caloric intake. It doesn't matter how you spread them out. The most important thing is how many calories you had in a day. And if you create such artificial windows of hunger for yourself, it won't do you any good. First, it will negatively affect your gastrointestinal tract. And secondly, because you have been hungry, you on a psychological level very soon want to compensate yourself for these losses. So if you are losing weight, do not create for yourself these artificial windows of hunger. Eat small portions and keep track of your total caloric intake throughout the day. The next mistake is to eat a lot after working out. There's this feeling that when you're training for mass, after a meal, there's a protein-carbohydrate window. You need to eat more. Eating steak, eating more side dishes, so that's also a mistake. Because if after a workout, you immediately start to eat food that is difficult to digest, it will lead to indigestion, to fermentation, and to disruption of digestive processes. So the best thing to do is to eat light foods. For example, yogurt. It's the easiest way to digest food in liquid form. But here we have the next mistake, when people drink a protein shake after a workout. This is certainly not a bad thing, but the problem is that if this protein shake has only proteins in it. This is not the case, because in practice you probably won't absorb more than 30 grams of protein, and you need to consume both proteins and carbohydrates. The next mistake is neglecting hygiene. After a good workout, we of course sweat, and our clothes sweat too, and all this is a breeding ground for bacteria. We need to shower and change our clothes. The most innocuous consequences are just the smell, but sometimes the consequences can be problematic. For example, urinary tract problems of a microbial nature can arise from neglecting hygiene. Of course, I'm not saying that this happens everywhere, but the risk is still there. This is worth bearing in mind. And one last mistake that many people make after working out. I hope I finally get through to these people, if only through this video. People, please don't leave a mess behind. It's a big mistake and disrespectful in general to the people around you when someone doesn't clean up after themselves at the gym. When someone scattered pancakes and scattered dumbbells, did not return the trainer to its original position, or left behind a wet, sweaty bench. Because if all the mistakes listed before concerned only the athlete himself, that is only his health and safety, then this mistake concerns everyone around him. So I hope that with this video, I will somehow help to resolve this situation, and maybe someone will think about it and change their behavior. By the way, friends, write in the comments and you work out and what sports you do share. And now you will be very interesting and useful to watch my other video. The video is very interesting and useful. Be sure to watch it, the link to the video you just got on your screen. And if you like this video, then like it and subscribe to my channel. And see you at my other videos. See you soon.